The high-stakes standoff over allegations of Treasury hacking of budget documents escalated today. National leader Simon Bridges lashed out at the government, accusing it of a witch hunt after spending yesterday trumpeting secret budget details obtained by the party. He also took a swipe at Treasury, as he repeatedly refused to say where he'd got the information. The matter is now in the hands of the police. Treasury says the attack on its system, which happened over about 48 hours, was targeting confidential budget information, and what was accessed appeared to match the information in National's possession. Here's our political editor, Jane Patterson.
First came the statement from Treasury last night revealing the attack and the referral to the police. Soon after, Grant Robertson's office released a statement saying they had contacted the National Party to ask them not to release any more material. Quote, given that the Treasury said they have sufficient evidence that indicates the material is a result of a systematic hack. This morning, National's Simon Bridges came out swinging.
They are incredibly embarrassed. They're not in control of what they are doing, and so they are lashing out and they are having a witch hunt on the National Party. The National Party has acted entirely appropriately the whole way through this matter.
Treasury says there had been more than 2,000 attempts to hack its system since midnight Sunday. It says the information released by National matches some of what was hacked. However, it's not drawing a direct link. Mr Bridges would not say how National obtained its information, but vehemently denied any wrongdoing.
We have acted legally, appropriately, without any hacking or anything approaching that by the National Party, or indeed what Grant Robertson is saying, where he's effectively saying that's how we've got it, he is wrong.
Simon Bridges accused the government of trying to gag the opposition in the run-up to the budget, and he took direct aim at the Finance Minister.
What annoys me here, frankly, is that it should be Grant Robertson here right now explaining and fronting up, because he is misleading New Zealanders. In fact, I'd go as far as to say he's lying. He is smearing the National Party falsely with what he is doing, and he is overseeing gross incompetence in Treasury right now and over the last 24 hours.
He issued this challenge.
He should explain the basis on which he says this. He's saying this information has come from hacking. Well, he needs to front up and explain that. You have a Treasury making all manner of claims. They are misleading New Zealanders right now in what they say. I can be categorical with you. We've done nothing inappropriate. We've done nothing illegal. There has been no hacking.
That challenge went unanswered by Grant Robertson through the course of the morning, and it was initially left to the Prime Minister to front the questions. Jacinda Ardern was quick to distance her Minister from the controversy.
This is a matter for the Treasury. They are the ones that hold the information around what essentially has happened in this situation. Also the ones that made the decision over how they wish to handle it and advised us in the aftermath of taking those decisions. So I see this ultimately as a matter for them.
On his way into parliamentary question time, Mr Robertson was asked what he thought of Mr Bridges' comments directed at him.
The act of a desperate man.
He denied accusing National of hacking.
I didn't say that.
Your statement said.
No, I didn't. I said that the material, that the Treasury believed that the material, it indicated that the material had come from that.
Don't you think
That's the Treasury's advice to me.
Doesn't it constitute, effectively an accusation?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't at all. Nobody's actually made the accusation in that way.
In Parliament, Simon Bridges asked the Prime Minister about the statement made by Grant Robertson.
Does she accept Grant Robertson said last night that the material the National Party had obtained, quote, is a result of a systematic hack?
That is not the whole statement that was made. Mr Speaker, what I think we need to make sure is absolutely clear here, no one has made a direct accusation to the National Party.
Simon Bridges asked whether there'd be any consequences.
If the accusation that the information obtained by the National Party as a result of a hack proves to be false, will she stand her Minister of Finance down?
Mr Speaker, again, I actually refer the member to the statements that were made by the Secretary of the Treasury. Again, where he stated it clearly this morning, no accusation against the National Party has been made. The statement that was made for instance, by the Secretary of the Treasury this morning was the material that was released yesterday came from the same area that was attacked in our systems. It's a statement of fact.
It's still unclear exactly what National did to obtain the secret budget information. One possible option is they accessed a Treasury website that had pages ready to go to publish the documents through a vulnerability in the system. However, Treasury insists no information was put on that page ahead of Budget Day. There are a raft of questions about what's happened and whether there was any criminality involved, unlikely to be answered until the police have investigated further. National is already under investigation by the Serious Fraud Office relating to the disclosure of party donations and can't afford any whiff of scandal from allegations of dodgy conduct. Grant Robertson and Jacinda Ardern are now trying to refocus attention on the main event tomorrow and hoping the actual budget will put the hack controversy to rest for now. From Parliament for Checkpoint, Jane Patterson.